Christoph, can I borrow your wagon? And Sven?
I'm not very comfortable with the idea of that.
You are not going alone.
Anna? No, I have my powers to protect me. You don't.
Excuse me, I climbed the North Mountain, survived a frozen heart, and saved you from my ex-boyfriend, and I did it all without powers. So, you know, I'm coming.
Me too. I'll drive.
I'll bring the snacks!
I will look after your people.
Please make sure they stay out of the kingdom until we return.
Of course.
Frozen 2, the sequel to Disney's 2013 smash success that followed Anna and Elsa, two sisters who embark on an adventure of a lifetime.
In the follow-up to the highest-grossing animated film of all time, the sisters, along with their beloved Olaf, set off on a remarkable journey to find out just where their magic came from. Please welcome the stars of Frozen 2, Kristen Bell, Idina, Menzel, and Josh Gad.
There's a little bit of excitement in the room happening right now. Let's talk Frozen. It is the 15th highest grossing film in box office history. So that is a remarkable achievement. I really want to know from you guys, just to start off, Kristen, like, when you were initially signed on to the movie, you started making it, did you have any idea that it would rise to this level?
Certainly not, no. I mean, I think that when we first saw the screening, I looked over at my coworkers and I felt this, you know, immense pride, but that was because I felt like we made a film that broke some rules and broke some tropes, and it was about two females, and it wasn't romantic love, it was about self-love and familial love and all the other important loves that make life feel fulfilled. And so I was excited because we had made something different, and it's also very exciting to be a Disney princess, I'm not gonna lie. But the success of the film was like incremental. I think that we collectively were like, you know, we'd check the box office numbers every 3 weeks and we would be like, huh, that movie's really holding on. That's really hanging in there.
Oh. Josh, your character Olaf has one of my favorite lines in film.
Please tell me more.
Some people are worth melting for.
Oh,
it's just the best. So what was it like for you to return to this role as this lovable snowman?
It was incredible. I think, like Kristen and Idina, I really went in feeling like Frozen was a very special movie, but you never know how it's going to connect with audiences. And with Frozen 2, the burden of expectation has suddenly gone like immensely higher than the first one. Oh boy. And for me, the joy of returning to this character was the writers, specifically Chris Buck and Jennifer Lee, the co-directors, created such an incredible arc for each of our characters so that they're all growing, right? They're all the same characters you fell in love with, but each of them has a new journey that's taking them to unexplored places emotionally.
Yeah, nobody's standing by. You know, they say like that. There's the old thing you say like, oh, I played the girlfriend in that movie, and it could be a guy or a girl, but sort of the character that's just there. There's no one that's just there in this movie. Everybody has
Technically,
a
I play the girlfriend in this.
What do you mean? No, you play like our child, like our baby, and he's getting older.
Let's talk music, because ever since we found out that you were coming on the show, Let It Go has been repeating in my head, and I'm not mad about it. I love that song so much. I'm not alone, obviously. It was the first song from a Disney animated musical to reach the top 10 on the Billboard Hot 100 since 1995. Best original song. So, Idina, like, let's talk about what is it about Let It Go that really just captures the heartstrings of like everyone?
I don't know. Oh, God. I think it's that thing in all of us that sort of celebrates what we think makes us different and unique, and it's the song that envelops that and celebrates it and says we're not going to apologize anymore for these extraordinary things we have inside of us. We're going to just let it out.
Can you give us a little hint about what kind of song we're going to have earworming in
We all have really amazing songs, to be honest. I appreciate you asking me that question, but they actually have beautiful songs. But my songs it's, the Lopez's have just written us such incredible music, and because we've become a family, they really know us as singers, and they've gotten inside of our heads, and they write with this idea of sort of, it's kind of chicken or the egg, and what impetus or pocket we're going to sing in, and the inflections, and sort of where our personality is, and the keys that we sing in. It just gives us such a platform to be the best that we can be.
Can I just geek out for a second and tell these two ladies? So, my kids, my two girls, went to go see the movie the other night for the first time. And they were sitting there during your songs, and literally my oldest one went like this, held my arm, her jaw was open, and she was like, this can't be happening, this can't be happening, this can't be happening, this can't be happening. And then she heard your song and just started bawling.
Oh, wow.
And I have to tell you, it is an honor to work alongside these two ladies, because more than even, in my humble opinion, more than even the first Frozen, this is a love letter to siblings. It's a love letter to sisters. And you two play two of the most empowering female characters I've ever seen on screen. And you're geniuses. Your performances are incredible.
Baby, isn't he? Such a good baby.
Gosh, I want to talk more about that, about family, because my kids are so excited to see this movie, but I might be a little bit more excited than them. Because this
That's
movie is
unhealthy, but go on.
But I think it's for adults too, right? It's an amazingly written franchise. I cannot wait. But I have to ask you, what is it like and how important is it to make a film that's great for family to watch? You talked about seeing it with your kids.
To me, it's the greatest and most humbling part about this job is watching my two girls who have a relationship that's akin to Anna and Elsa without the powerful magic so far, is something that has been such an integral part of our lives. And the fact that they get to grow up with these films, and my oldest was 2 when the first movie came out, and now she's 8. And, you know, the movie sort of grows, Frozen 2 grows with our audience. Like the Harry Potter books almost. They like track that, you know, exactly like the Harry Potter books.
Yeah, exactly. We hope.
It is one of those things where it's just so incredible to see it challenged those same kids who saw it when they were so young.
In the example it sets, I have 2 girls, and I say to my girls, because when they're like in a fight with each other, they can't get out of their head how much they despise their sister, but they can think of a story about it. And so I'm like, what would Anna and Elsa do? Then they immediately start thinking about Anna and Elsa, and they kind of calm down a little bit. Like narratives look like we all just want to watch each other and, you know, lead by example. This is an example of this beautiful sibling love. It's also awesome to be a part of a movie that spans the demographics. Really, the adults will love it as much as the kids, because you can't look, you're at home, you get home from work, you want to see your kids so bad. It's a Saturday night, you know you're allowed to have TV. You don't want to do Paw Patrol, and they can't do Scarface. So, like, what do you do, you know?
Exactly.
And
Perfect. I want to talk more about the kids, because you've all got young kids. How did you keep the spoilers from them? Like, how did you
Apparently
not tell
some of
them?
us didn't.
Yeah,
Like, did you spill any of the Disney intel? Did anybody?
No, I told my kids the plot from day one. I came home
Do
and I was
non-disclosure agreements mean nothing to you?
I didn't make them sign anything, and I regret it a little bit.
I think he's talking about yours.
I'm like, I just need to. Oh, mine? Oh, I didn't even think about that. But I just need to get over the finish line of November 22nd. They still haven't told anyone. So I
Towards
feel
you,
like
though.
it's a test about their secret-keeping abilities.
Yes,
My
very
son
nice.
is 10 years old, and to be quite honest, sorry, Disney, he could care less.
Oh!
I sing my songs. I've been practicing my songs in the shower every time we have to go in and record a new song. And he and my husband start to mock me, and I come down from the kitchen, and they're like, because they're so high and they're so annoying after a while.
We are excited. We are excited.
We are so excited. This has been so much fun. You're amazing, all three of you. So, studio audience, listen up. Our friends at Disney want to give you an exclusive behind-the-scenes look at Frozen 2. Kristen, Idina, and Josh will all be at the Frozen fan event happening tonight in Toronto. You're all going.
Okay, be sure to catch Frozen 2 when it hits theaters on November 21st.